What do you do when you discover the truth? When you have some sort of profound experience, spiritual, psychological, emotional, physical even perhaps, that leaves you with a profound conviction about the nature of reality, the nature of God, the nature of humanity. What do you do about that? Or what do you do if you simply have strong opinions on the nature of reality, God, the universe, science, whatever? What now? This is a very important, I would almost say, crucial fork in the road of every individual's intellectual or spiritual or psychological development, religious development even. What now? Now that I have established truth, what do I do about it? Because the first thing that's inevitably going to happen is you'll look around and you'll see the number of people who, from your point of view, are living in darkness, who don't know the truth, who haven't embraced it and seem, for some strange reason, even to be resisting it or ridiculing the truth that you're trying to bring to them. Now, what do you do then when you run smack up against the reality of humanity, the reality of this world that we live in? Well, I think that a lot of people, when that happens, end up, without realizing it, taking a detour. Rather than pursue one's own growth as a human being, as an entity, as a conscious being, they start to get involved in promulgating their point of view in the world. Because what they've experienced, what they have learned, what they have seen is so profound that the rest of the world, the rest of humanity should know all about it. I should go out and evangelize. I should go out and convert the non-believer to belief. Well, first of all, how do I know whether or not I've succeeded, even if I, as member of, say, religious group A, and I get somebody else to say he is now a member of religious group A, how do I know that what I actually think and what he thinks, regardless of what we say, are the same thing? We don't know, we can't know. Human communication doesn't work like that. I'll never know what's going on in someone else's heart, ever, period. It just doesn't work like that. So that's one objection that I have to trying to spread your view. You can never check the results. The second is, it's the distracting effect it has on the person who's had such an epiphany, or the person who has such strong opinions. Shouldn't knowledge or certainty or intelligence, if that's the word you want to use, or faith, shouldn't all these things be sufficient unto themselves? Why do I have to go out and tell everybody else how wrong that they are? Or why do I have to fear people who seem not to believe what I believe, or ridicule them, or disrespect them? Why is that so necessary? If I believe something strongly enough, if my faith or my knowledge or my certainty or my conviction, or in my own mind my intelligence is strong enough, it doesn't matter if the entire human race ridicules and spits all over my ideas. It's actually irrelevant. The truth is the truth. If the entire world told me that the sky was green and I looked up and saw a blue sky, it wouldn't make any difference whatsoever. That's why this numbers game that Thunderfoot seems to allude to, if I read him correctly, to me seems to be more about politics than about science, or about philosophy, or even about religion or irreligion or atheism or theism. I don't think it's related to any of these. I think it's more related to mathematics, proselytism, groupthink, and I suppose even the dynamics of leadership. Thunderfoot, for better or for worse, is in a leadership position. And when you're a leader, you have to take into account the feelings and the convictions of your followers, okay, if you want to remain a leader. Now, of course, you've taken the detour that I alluded to at the beginning. You're not really thinking of your own intellectual development anymore. You're thinking about the needs of the people whom you are leading. I'm not a psychologist, but in all honesty, I believe that Thunderfoot has kind of fallen into that detour. The truth itself, judging from the House Divided video, seems to have become secondary to the dynamics of how that expressed truth relates to humans and human society. I would urge anybody who is honestly trying to find the truth out there, or who's honestly scientific, free-thinking, atheistic even, agnostic, whatever you want to call that point of view, rational, as well as anyone who honestly is religious, of whatever faith you care to come up with, to never mind the number of people who seem to agree with you. You'll never know whether or not these people actually do agree with you. You can judge by their words and actions, but you can't tell what's in their hearts. And consider your own search for the truth, for scientific reality, for religious truth. In a sense, the rationalist who's trying to poke holes in religion by attacking it viciously is on the same continuum as the religious person who thunders against non-believers, who thunders against heathens or kuffar or Gentiles or infidels of whatever sort of stripe you care to come up with. These people aren't talking about religion, they're talking about politics. I understand the position that Thunderfoot is in this case. You look at his subscriber base, and he's got an awful lot of people whose views he has to represent if he wishes to retain his leadership position. But in a sense, to use a theistic argument or a theistic idiom, he's lost his soul in the process. Or he seems to have. Thank you.